Is this the best breakfast in Hollywood studios?
It's the very day we're at Disney's Hollywood Studios because I'm ready to walk the boulevard.
We're going to breakfast at Hollywood and Vine.
Yes, because we are breakfast mavens. I crawl out of bed, she crawled out of bed. It is your number one choice of foodie infotainment. We're here to try all the foodie items so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Bring me those Hollywood lights.
It's time to foodie and chill. Doesn't matter what coast I'm on, East Coast, West Coast, the superior waffles are Mickey shaped. And as is tradition, gotta take off an ear. These are by request. You do have to ask for the Mickey waffles. And I love that they gave me a bowl for dipping because nobody has time for pouring here. I don't know if it's been a while since I've had syrup at a buffet or this one's just really good, but this one just tastes like more like maple syrup than like the sugary syrup that you usually get at some of the other buffets. I do like the syrup. It does enhance it. And the Mickey waffle, I was a little worried about it being like light in color, but it's cooked perfectly. So no notes. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 Mickey waffles.
One day, the reign of waffles and their false superiority over the clearly superior pancakes will end. For now, I have to suffer under the reign of Mickey pancakes. It should have been like Chopper pancakes or R2 pancakes. They're a bit doughy. I feel like it could have been cooked a hair longer, like 30 seconds to a minute, a little bit more color. Other than that, they are your standard Mickey waffles. You will taste zero difference between these and the regular Mickey waffles. I give it a 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Yeah, I love your outfit. You're super cute with the collar. Yeah, you're killing it. You look bat-tastic. Is that a word?
Like any typical Disney breakfast, they go hard on the pastries. The entire first section is pastry filled. We're going to start all in on the bread. We have a croissant, decidedly not vegan, so it must be buttered or eggy, or one of the two. Flaky standard croissant, no complaints. I would give that 2.5 out of 5 plus. So we have these seasonal donuts. I have no idea what season it is or even the flavor, but it says seasonal, so I'm gonna go with it. Powdered sugar donut hole. No other flavor. But still nice. Fluffy, light, I approve. 3 out of 5 plus. Standard breakfast cinnamon roll. Feels like it should have more icing, but I digress. It is cinnamon, and it is rolled. 2.75 out of 5. Have an apple Danish, because what would breakfast be without some sort of fruit-filled Danish?
Hello, everyone.
Appley, lazy, nice glaze on it. Appropriate Danish. 3 out of 5 plus. Mini muffins are the best muffins, so we get this lemon poppy seed muffin. Lemon under the eyeballs first thing in the morning. Not what my doctor called for, but maybe yours will. A bit sugary, but fine. I would give it 3 out of 5 plus.
One of 2 breads available that are vegan here on the line is a white bread. They also have a toaster so you can toast it. They also had smashed avocado. So I decided, why not do a new version of my avocado toast that I had at CityWorks. It's basically the same. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think the avocado is a little under and it tastes weird. Like it need a little more time to ripen up. Maybe with a little bit of salt, it might save it. I didn't bring pocket parm today because I didn't think I would need it, and I regret that because that would have been great on this. I would have gave it like a little bit of seasoning that it needed. I would give it a 1 out of 5 toast. It's not good.
Avocado toast buffet style. What could go wrong other than flimsy bread?
It's my fault.
Avocado, smashed avocado is a bit onion forward. That's more of a preference thing if you like more onion than not in your avocado. With toasted bread, it'd be a little bit better. I do feel like the avocado is missing something now. Maybe like a squeeze of lime or something. A little bit of salt, but there's salt on the table. I would give it 2.5 out of 5 stars.
Second bread is a sunflower bread, which definitely seems more interesting to me. I always like a grain bread. I'm eating the center because I'm a jerk. But it's my plate, so bear. It tastes like the kind of bread I was allowed to eat growing up that wasn't sourdough. So it gives me nostalgia vibes. I like it. I think it's pretty tasty. It's a little seedy though, obviously. It's a grain bread, but I would eat it. I would definitely put avocado on that instead. And I thought about that when I was putting the avocado spread. Maybe I should put it on the sunflower toast, but I thought the white bread was more boring, so I went with that. Either way, I think it would have been good. I would give it a 3 out of 5 breads. It gives good bread.
It's almost like the princess wanted a toad in the hole without the toad. So now it's just a hole in sunflower bread. That is a quality bread. A little dense, but good. 2.5 out of 5 stars. I got the smallest dollop of cheese grits. Right consistency, right color. Let's see if they measure up. Cheesy and cheddar, the proper cheese. And those 3.5 out of 5 claws. The standard pork breakfast sausage. It looks like an oily, phallic-shaped boy. It is indeed oily and greasy. I give that 2.75 out of 5 claws. Here we have the Himiko Slaw. It's a nice coleslaw type mixture using the Himiko. A nice forkful. Far too much mayo for me. You're killing the taste of the slaw with so much mayo. 2 out of 5 claws. Now they do have an assortment of breads. They do have toppings up there as well, but the toppings are like the end of that same bar. Hello there, Goose. Howdy. How you doing? Good? Yeah. So they do have an assortment of breads and bagels up there, but it's odd, like the toppings for the bagels are at the other end of that same bar. So they have assortment of cheeses and things like that. They also have smoked salmon with like a little toppings bar. So you can get tomatoes, they have like a little pico de gallo, and then they have capers. I just top mine with the capers because what else am I putting on smoked salmon? Cream cheese? This is lactose intolerant bear. It's almost like wilderness bears or mint-eat fish. Specifically salmon from a stream. It tastes like a stream. I would give that 3.5 out of 5 claws. Everybody loves a casserole. In this case, a cheesy potato casserole. It's definitely full of potatoes, and it's definitely cheesy. The consistency is a choice. It's both potato cubes and hash browns with cheese. I don't necessarily have a problem with it. It's just a thing. 3 out of 5 claws.
I did it to myself again. I feel like I do it every time I get oatmeal. I got plain, no sugar, nothing. This looks better than the one at Goofy's Kitchen that we had recently. Now, it doesn't have a leaf symbol on it, but I do have the allergy book, and I did check, and it is vegan. Now, this dough plain does taste a little bit porridgey compared to what I had at Goofy's Kitchen, so I actually prefer this over what I got at Goofy's Kitchen. Goofy's Kitchen was terrible, but this one is basically what I would expect from most Disney buffets at Disney World. So I'll give it a 2 out of 5, maybe a 2.5. It's just oatmeal.
There are those of you out there that enjoy plain oatmeal, and you are a better person, stronger than I. I need fixins in my oatmeal. But for the sake of the community, I'll try it however. The consistency is good, but I need toppings. It's walnuts, sprinkled brown sugar, cranberries, 2.5 out of 5 claws.
You used to be able to get plant-based frittata everywhere around Disney World. Now it's just Gasparilla at the Grand Floridian and here. And these ones are small, little bite-sized ones. Each one is like a bite. I'm probably going to get more of these. The tomato topping is sweet and also cinnamony, so it's giving like a shakalaka type vibe. It's very much serving like bobuti from Boma/Damara, but a little bit on the sweeter side. And maybe it's just the sauce. Let me try one without the sauce. Yeah, it really does give bobuti to me. I like it. I would give it a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item. Eat copious amounts of these.
Frittata bites. These are ingenious. I want to make these at home. That is delightful. I like the touch of sweet with the egg. It gives like a unique flavor. I definitely see what the princess would tie that to the bobuti we've had so many times. This is a pleasant surprise because plant-based frittatas, for the most part, they're going to be very good and be very bad. This one, very, very good. 5 out of 5 claws. Vegan or not, eat those. I'll admit, as a grown adult, I don't know the proper buffet etiquette, or if there even is one. If there's like 2 open stations in front of you, are you skipping ahead of the people in front of you, or are you waiting in line? Or are you getting 1 plate when you go, or are you getting 3? I just saw somebody do triple stack bowls. Fruit, and then just raw bowl on top of food. I'm not knocking it. Your method is your method, but I need you to drop what is your preferred plan of attack and buffet. Me, I'm because we got to film these videos, it's like little pieces of food, nothing touching. But I've seen some people make mountains. I'm curious. So I'm going to start with this here chicken patty. I love breakfast patties. I usually make them out of salmon, canned salmon. Chicken, though, you have my attention. Oh, I love that. The char, the herbs, make it very much unique from the pork sausage they have up there. This is like a handmade ground chicken patty. I like that. 4.25 out of 5 claws. This pile of things, it looks like it was hit by the apocalypse, is a salmon and bagel casserole. My eyebrows raised too, in curiosity. It is in fact crumbled salmon and crumbled bagel with a little bit of cheese. Casserole. I don't hate it. I could have just had it on a bagel with cheese. You can get that at the station actually, so. Yeah. 2.75 out of 5 claws. You're thinking outside the box, so maybe too far outside. Standard scrambled eggs. Fluffy, they're light, they're eggy. Proper amount of fluff and not running. And we have gotten a lot, or I've gotten a lot, of runny buffet eggs, which I do not love. This, it's all right. 3.25 out of 5 stars. What buffet is fit with the standard bacon? The bacon be bacony, significantly crisp, a little bit of bounce to it. I like the crunch. You can do far, far worse. 3.5 out of 5 stars. S'mores pancakes, because I know why you heathens really come here. You come for the s'mores and all the things. Why not pancakes? A little crunch of cinnamon cereal on top, a little bit like marshmallow glaze. I see the vision. Is it a s'more? That's the main question. I would say almost. Not quite, but almost. They're chocolate chip pancakes with the cinnamon cereal and the marshmallow glaze. I would give it 60% of the way to a s'more, but really it's just pancakes with stuff on it. I would give it 3.25 out of 5 claws. Now, given what we had to deal with s'mores this fall, they're definitely doing better here with s'mores than Halloween Horror Nights did this year. As a cornbread aficionado, this perked my eyebrows, okay? Cornbread pudding. Not something I come across very often. Not something I'm sure I've ever tried. But now, you have my curiosity. Ooh, the second I hit whole bits of corn kernels, you had my heart. I will ride for the cornbread pudding. Sold. 5 out of 5 claws. It's on the bear says this. I can wish for nothing greater. This little cutie is a spicy fried chicken and donuts on a toothpick. A little like hors d'oeuvre size little deals. Feels like something that belongs at like a dessert party or something, but here you are on a buffet. I guess there is no choice but to eat it whole. Is it spicy? It's of the spices. I would give it maybe like a 1.5 out of 10 on the heat scale, but the heat is in fact there. The breading on the chicken is a bit thicker than I like, but it is in fact fried chicken, and it's a donut. It's true to its name at the very least. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 claws. We have French toast, and the French toast comes just powdered, normal French toast, but there's also a banana Foster sauce on the side that you can put on top, so you get that nice caramel sauce, and you get like whole banana pieces in there, so you can have bananas Foster French toast, because why not? The French toast is actually toasty. There's some crisp to it. The bananas are soaked in that sauce. You get that hit of caramel with the powdered sugar. That's good French toast. 3.75 out of 5 claws. So we have a nice house-made country biscuit topped with the sausage gravy. Now you can get the biscuit without the gravy, vegetarians if you wish, but they don't have a vegetarian gravy, so it would just be a biscuit.
They have jams and jellies and butters.
They do have jams and butters and all the rest of those toppings, if you would prefer that for your biscuit. They really buttered that bread. That is a buttery biscuit, like a butter with a side of bread. But it's good, and so is the sausage gravy. Good balance in the gravy. Not too much sausage, not too little. I would give that 3.75 out of 5 claws. This culinary delight here is the steak and potato hash. Got potatoes, you got steak, you got peppers, you got onions. All the things you need to make a hash. I don't know if I'm aging myself by saying this, but it reminds me of steakums. What was it called, right? Steakums? The microwavable steak things? I don't know. I don't even steak that much. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 claws. This is an interesting fusion. Very California. Feels very much akin to Hollywood Studios. You have a corned beef fried rice. Not on my bingo board, but I'm at least curious enough to try it. I can understand how this will make it onto a breakfast or brunch menu. The corned beef does give a unique flavor, but it's still very much fried rice. Not a bad thing. 3.75 out of 5 claws. The creme de la creme of hoity-toity breakfast items will always be Eggs Benedict. Delusions of grandeur. Egg trying to be fancy when it's really just egg fetus or chicken fetus, barely cooked. For the holidays, a little bit of the ham. I'm surprised sitting on a buffet line, the egg is cooked so perfectly. The ham is nice and tender, not dried out. The English muffin is doing its job. I have no complaints. 4 out of 5 claws. If I'm going to be up this early, I'm going to be bloody sleepy about it. So if I'm going to be bloody sleepy about it, I might as well have a bloody Bloody Mary. Tito's and tomato juice, that'll keep me awake, mostly. 3 out of 5 claws.
I just had this dessert in August when we came here for the Halloween switch over for dinner, whatever. This is an apple cobbler. It's warm. It's the only vegan dessert you get. I think this is really tasty. I just wish you could put like some gelato or something on there, like some vegan ice cream. You can if you get this at 50's Prime Time because they sell it there too. And I usually get the chocolate on there, but they have vanilla too. I like the chocolate a little more. It tastes like a chocolate dip apple, kind of. I would give this a 3 out of 5 apple cobblers. It's okay. It's just apples with oatmeal.
One of these nights, I'm going to go on a YouTube deep dive or Google deep dive on how apple cobbler gets its name. Is it just cobbled together, or is there some other special thing I'm not thinking about? But either way, I'm going to gobble this cobbler up. It's like applesauce with crunchies. I approve. 4.5 out of 5 claws. We have come to dessert. Now, I could have stopped by the kids station. Sometimes, depending on the buffet and given the amount of time we have, I will pick and choose. But they have normal Mickey waffles, the tater tots are up there, potato barrels that aren't vegan, an oatmeal bran, and then they have silver dollar pancakes. So if you wanted pancakes that aren't covered in s'mores, go to the kids station. They have tons of them. For desserts, there's not a ton, which is a surprise for this buffet because they usually have like a concentrated station. You can get the normal ice cream. I can't have that. And they have 2 kinds of yogurt. They have strawberry and they have plain. I got strawberry because, well, I love strawberries. But I can only have like the smallest bite of this. Tastes like Yoplait. It's a strawberry yogurt. They did have berries and stuff you can mix into it as well. If you want to get creative, go for it. This is your buffet. You paid for it. I give that 3 out of 5 claws. Now, the headlining dessert seems to be this seasonal bread pudding. Now, obviously, I have a mango allergy. If you don't know, I do have a mango allergy, so they had to check everything to make sure that I could have. There's only a few things on the line that I couldn't have. This is one of the things where they're not sure because it's not made in-house, so there is that risk of cross-contamination. Always check with your server and the chef if you need to. They will tell you what you can and cannot eat. Cross-contamination is fine for me, so I'm just going all in on this. What looks to be, I'm going to guess, cinnamon raisin, given the smell, bread pudding. I would be correct. It tastes like a wet, mushy cinnamon roll. That's your jam. It's waiting for you. Me, I don't love it. 2.75 out of 5 claws.
I feel like I'm less full than Bear is.
I'm always more full, but I have far more things to eat. Do you feel as a vegan you get a significant amount of food?
I don't feel like I had a significant amount of food. I did, however, go get a couple more portions of those plant-based frittatas because they were so good. And I ended up making a Mickey waffle sandwich with them. I stuck like 3 of them in there and just ate it. And that was really good. Not as good as the Mickey waffle sandwich I made at 1900 Park Fair, but I would recommend that if you wanted to like zhuzh another other thing. And then also, neither one of us got an omelet from the omelet station.
We skipped the omelet station, but I had like 3 different kinds of eggs and a bunch of casseroles with eggs, so I was basically good. I think the buffet is okay. You got more unique items than I expected, and they're slightly above average. I'm not going to go so far as to say it's my favorite buffet, but I didn't leave disappointed, at the very least.
It's pretty good for Hollywood Studios, at least.
I would say that as well. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you feel about Hollywood and Vine, and what do you feel about the Hollywood and Vine character overlay for Halloween? Specifically, make sure you check what day you come here. We saw the cutest child dressed up as Disney Junior characters with wings and everything. And this is the first day. Yeah, they weren't here. We felt so bad for her because she was so excited. And
she was. She still had a good time.
She did. She danced. She had a good time. But like we felt for her from the next day.
Yeah.
So make sure you check that before you make a reservation or have your kid dress up. Either way. But we want to know what you guys think in the comments below. If there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment and tell Bear how you pile your buffet food on a plate, he's going to yeet himself onto a plate.
I need you guys to teach me. Teach me the ways. But you heard the girl.